Welcome to Roll the Bones, a Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Let's meet your players.
Hi, I'm Chip, and I play Oz.
Hi, I'm Shelby, and I play 4.
I'm Joel, and I play Malkreth.
Hi, I'm Gretchen, and I play Kahu. I'm not about the drama. Don't start none, won't be none.
And I'm Chris, and I'm your Dungeon Master. Where we last left our players, they were knee-deep in a fight with Cyril Allgrove, the mad druid of the Dusk Circle. Let's pick right back up where we left off. So, it's the dire wolf's turn. The dire wolf has been just kind of snarling at Cyril's feet, but it leaps forward and tries to take a chunk out of Malkreth. Oh, with a nat 1. So you easily...
He just gives him a sloppy
kick
kiss
it aside. Exactly. Rolls over on its tongue. All right, it's Malcolm's turn.
All right. Well, since the doggo came to me, I'll try and sever the vine attached to it. It's probably not going to hit. That's only a 7.
No, does not hit.
Okay. Well, the 3 damage I get from graze won't do anything to the vine.
Dang.
I will... Yeah, I'll action surge and try and do another attack.
On the vine again?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's make sure.
That is 13?
Yep.
Okay. It's 12 damage.
That does it.
There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
So the only thing that's connected now is the acolyte, right?
Yes, and the acolyte, once more, in response to you doing that, sort of, it looks panicked. And he thrusts his hand out towards you, and a thin sheet of flames shoots forth from his outstretched fingertips in a cone towards you, and you must make a dexterity saving throw to get out of the way of these burning hands.
Catch these burning hands. I probably am going to catch these burning hands. That is a 10.
Womp womp.
Womp womp indeed. You are going to take 3d6 fire damage.
I'm not the only one with burned hands here.
Take a look at these hands.
Take a look at these hands.
That's going to be 12 damage.
Forgot about your burned hand.
All right, fair enough.
So these tubes, they're like vines. They're like plant material, right?
Not only. There's some other kind of crystalline structure there too that looks like amber or glass, or you can't tell exactly what, but it's a mixture of materials bound in some magical sort of unnatural way. Cyril lunges out at you as well when he sees the acolyte do so, Malkreth, and he closes his distance to melee distance.
Okay. Yeah. Great.
And he is going to cast Chill Touch. Does a 17 hit your armor?
Yeah, it does.
Chill Touch is one of those you can't heal him for a turn.
Oh,
Correct. So you're only going to take 2 points of damage, but you cannot regain hit points until the end of your next turn.
Yikes.
It's Oz's turn.
All right. Let's see. So I'm going to release concentration on Mind Spike, and I'm going to cast Witch Bolt on Cyril at level 2. So that is... Fuck. That's a nat 1 to hit.
That's going to miss then.
Man, that was my last level 2 spell slot.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
Is that it for you?
I'm going to... let's see. So the only thing that's still attached is the one to the acolyte. I'm still trying to stay as far away from them as I can.
Yeah, you're over by the workbench.
Yeah. I'm going to use quick study to investigate the workbench.
Okay.
I want to investigate or something else.
Whatever you Arcana or investigate, whatever you want.
We're going to investigate, and that is... I'm retiring this die. That's another nat. This is another nat 1. It's a 9.
Yeah, so you don't learn anything new.
Yeah. It's terrible. Terrible. 2 in a row.
Damn.
We're switching dice. All right. Yep, that's me.
All right, 4-stone.
Little guy, the acolyte, still has his shield up. Is that correct?
Actually, maybe not. Let me see how long
he's had turns
it
since
only
then.
lasts.
Yeah.
Yes. But I'm tolling the dead on him
Okay.
for wisdom save 13.
Okay. He's gonna make that.
Okay. You make it out of this one, little guy. And I would give a healing word to Malkreth, but cannot.
Cannot do it. So it's on to Kahu.
I'm going to run over to the workbench
Okay.
And I want to steal that stone that's on it.
Okay. That doesn't.
That's not an action?
Take anything. No, it's just going to take your movement. You pocket that
Okay.
that little stone. You don't know what it is offhand, but if you check it out later, you maybe can figure it out.
Can I check it out now? Like, I just wonder if it will do anything to them.
Gotcha. You can roll basically anything that makes sense, a perception check, an investigate check.
11.
You think it's a sending stone.
A what stone?
A sending stone.
Can
A sending stone is a smooth stone. It's carved to match another stone. And when you touch one stone, you can communicate with the person holding the other, basically.
okay.
So it's just a communication device.
It's like 2 cans with a string.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
But magic.
I'm going to I told you all that, and I'm just going to say be on the lookout for another stone.
So then you could talk to each other.
Yeah, we have walkie-talkies later. This could come in handy. Okay, cool.
Direwolf's turn. The direwolf is going to try and take another bite out of Malkrith. They're kind of all up in his face. And that's going to be a nat 20.
Okie dokie.
Oh,
I'm going to go ahead and preemptively roll my parry.
wish I still had some portents left.
All right.
Bet you felt that a couple times in the last little bit.
Well, they wouldn't have helped me with my terrible D20 rolls because they were both low.
So that's going to be 16.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I'll parry 6 of that.
So you take 10.
Yep.
What does that leave you at?
8.
Okay. Okay. He's done.
8 of 32.
And it is your turn.
All right. Bleeding a lot. I'll try and cut this final line. Well, that'll hit.
All right. Roll damage.
It's probably the worst roll I could have rolled. That is a 13.
13 still does it.
Okay.
Nice.
You cut that last one. He currently has no connections to anything else in the room. Do you have anything else?
No, I'm good. I mean, he's already up on me, right?
Yes. He's like right in your face.
That's fine. I'm already where I want to be.
All right, so it is the Acolyte's turn, and the Acolyte is going to cast a Firebolt on actually Oz.
Oh, no.
The Acolyte sees you messing with the device over on the right-hand wall, and it pivots and hurls a mote of fire at you. Does a 12 hit?
It does not.
Okay, well then, does not get you.
Hallelujah, mage armor.
It's Cyril's turn, and the first thing he does is whips one of those vine tentacles, and the one that's linking him to the dire wolf fuses back together.
Somebody's just going to have to be on vine duty.
Yeah. And then he is going to, with his other hand, create a vine-like whip covered in thorns and lash it out at you, Oz.
Oh, no. I'm a squishy boy.
Yet another nat 1. So it is no problem.
Everybody's having bad luck. Works out.
I've rolled like 3 nat 1s in this fight, I think.
Same, actually.
Yeah. So it's Oz's turn again.
All right. We are going to...
Everybody's just really tired.
Let's see.
4 tired adventurers beat up an old man.
All right, we're gonna try Witch Bolt again. This time at first level, and we're going to cast it on. We're gonna target the Acolyte actually.
Okay.
So that is an 11 to hit.
An 11 actually does hit.
Oh wow!
And that's just against AC?
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
All right. Well, he takes 2d12, 8 damage, lightning, and now he has a Witch Bolt on him.
He is dead.
Oh, okay.
So what's that look like when you zap that Acolyte?
So after trying to I've got my spell book out as I'm like running my butt around the arena, like trying to just flinging spells at them and missing terribly. So like I stop and I set my feet and like, all right, let me try this more time. Carefully draw the language out of the book and look at this little Acolyte and like, yeah, no, I think I got this, and just like point a finger at him, and then just little like zap of static electricity. He just drops. Yeah. It's kind of underwhelming, honestly. Just like patented.
He falls to the ground dead, and it's back to 4 stone unless you have a bonus action or something.
Is there anything else I can
Or
study?
you want to keep messing with them?
Yeah, I want to keep fucking with stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lever.
Yeah, there's a
I'm
lever.
just gonna throw it and see what happens.
All right. So you throw the lever, and the device makes a cackling electric sound, but nothing happens.
Okay.
You've got essentially 3 chambers in there, and 2 of them are empty. So you get no reaction.
There are 3 chambers in this room?
Well, the chamber that he's at is like the one from before, but
right.
it has two smaller chambers attached. One
yeah.
has some kind of magical reagents in it. One is totally empty, and then the big one is empty.
Is there any residue in the empty one that might suggest what was in there previously?
No, there's a little bit of blood on the bottom of it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, that's me.
Then it's 4 stone.
I'm curing wounds on Malcrath.
Yay.
Yay.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah. Evens out.
14.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, nice.
And that's me.
Kahu.
I'm going to cut the other vine that has well, wait. Is the direwolf still standing like on top of Malcrath?
Yeah, well, not on top of him, but yeah, basically right next to him, yeah.
This is against every moral fiber in my body, but I'm going to go and attack the direwolf since it's just trying to kill Malcrath. So I'm going to come up behind the direwolf and just do a slice
Sneak
across
attack.
the throat.
Okay.
Hit was 17.
That hits.
Damage is 11. Sneak attack damage was 6.
So 17 total.
Yeah.
Nice.
Man, so yeah, you get up when that thing is not paying attention and get a wicked slice across its neck. And it is still standing, but you know that you have deeply injured it. It is the direwolf's turn, unless what you got.
I'm going to step back because I know he's going to whip around and bite me.
Yeah, so you disengage then and do clear some of the distance between you and the wolf. Nonetheless, in its desperation, the wolf does still try to get away from Malcrath and get at you. In the process, it's going to take an attack of opportunity. Do you know what this means?
I know.
For anybody that doesn't, basically, because it was right next to Malcrath and then moved out of melee range, Malcrath gets to take a swipe at it as it's running away.
Okay.
And Joel's already rolling damage.
I mean, I assume a 22 hits it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Okay. So that is going to be, I believe that's 12.
Okay.
Does 12 damage.
What's it look like when you kill it?
As it turns and starts to run, I'll just take my greatsword and drive it through its spine and pin it to the ground.
Yes.
All right. And so it grotesquely twists and then stops moving. And currently, Cyril has no connections to any living thing. It is Malcrath's turn.
I'll turn to Cyril as I wrench my greatsword free from his former pet and say, "You're running out of lifelines. You sure you don't want to reconsider?"
He responds by one of these big hands of his just reaches straight out for your throat.
Take his aggressive movement as the answer. And that is a natural 20. It's a mistake, Cyril. All right, so that becomes a 3 because it was a 2 because of my weapon stuff. And then you just roll dice twice, right?
Yeah,
You don't add
yeah.
modifiers twice?
Yeah.
So that is... Okay, that's only 16.
16 is
Only
still
16 damage.
pretty tough. So yes, you do take a good hack out of him. He is still going to try again to hit you with that chill touch right in your face. That is going to be a 17. Does that hit?
Yep, that 17 continues to hit. Until I get my full plate, that will always hit.
And that is going to be 6 points of damage. And once again, you cannot get healed until the end of your next turn.
Okay, does that count as a melee attack?
It's a melee spell attack.
So
You can do your
So
stuff.
yes,
yeah, I'm gonna parry it just because I don't want to take more damage. I take no damage from it.
wow. Okay,
Nice.
then you shrug that off, no problem.
I parry his hand.
He's like reaching out. You're like, no.
He does once again regrow one of those vine connections to one of the plants.
We can't have that.
It's 4 Stone's turn.
I'm going to get that vine that he just grew with my crossbow.
Get that fine.
Should all things go according to plan. 21.
Yep.
It's sturdy, you guys. It's really tough.
4 Stone failed to cut it.
All right, I'm going to run up and cut the vine with my rapier. 17.
Yep, that'll
yeah,
do
that hits. And then 5.
Yeah, so you don't hurt it since it's less than 10.
Okay.
Can you sneak attack a vine?
Yeah, can I?
You cannot.
I'd assume not because it doesn't have any like juicy vital bits.
That makes it Malcrath's turn.
Okay, well, if I want to go back to vine cutting or continue Cyril cutting, I'll just say somebody burn or kill those trees. Then I'll attack Cyril. And that will hit Cyril. It's above 20.
Okay.
My rolls are nothing if not consistent. I think I've rolled the most 3s I've ever seen. So that is 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. Cyril clutches at his chest and collapses to the ground.
Oh, here we go.
And then he roars, and you hear this sickening, unnatural sound. And every plant in the room, from the potted trees to the expansive ferns hanging in the windows, instantly withers and dies. And Cyril climbs back to his feet, his breath heaving. Now, the plant that he was connected to also has shriveled up and died. Because that was his only source of extra energy, he's only going to make back 1/4 of the amount of HP that he otherwise could have. So he still looks extremely rough, but he is back up on his feet again.
That's good.
He gets back up and he is looking in your eyes with pure malice. And he does seem, even though he looks physically drained and tattered, to have somehow sucked up some sort of extra magical energy. And he lashes out at you, and you're overtaken with this wave of pure, raw, necrotic energy. You need to make a Constitution saving throw, Malkrith.
No. That's going to fail. It's going to fail. It's a 1. That's going to fail.
It is going to fail, and you are going to take 33 necrotic damage.
Jesus.
All right, well, I my point tracker has turned into a death
Death
save.
trap. He is
Oh
down.
gosh.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just going to wilt.
It is Oz's turn.
See, I'm tired of missing. I'm gonna magic missile him. So unless he has shield prepared,
He doesn't.
okay. He's gonna take 3 darts. 8 force damage. Pop, pop, pop.
You blast him good, and he stumbles backwards, but he is still standing.
Okay, I'm going to. Are there any other living creatures in the, like, anything that would fit in the little chamber, the small chamber, like fish?
Yeah, there's no. Actually, at this point, everything is dead.
Everything's
except
dead.
for, you guys and Cyril.
Okay, I'm going to run over to one of the bookshelves and see if the book we're looking for is on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you make, I guess, an investigation or a perception?
Now, here comes an investigation. It's another nat 1.
Oh my gosh.
That's a 9.
Another nat 1. Okay. Yeah. Let's say you run over to one of these like inlaid bookshelves and start trying to like paw through them. Books fall off, one of the high rungs and batter you. But you're okay. You just look foolish. And
Not
that
an
would make
unfamiliar
it
situation for
Four Stone's turn.
It's a damn farce.
All the best D&D games are.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to Toll the Dead on Cyril.
Mm-hmm.
So I need a wisdom saving throw.
11.
Failure.
Because I
So, because that gets extra stuff because he's hurt, right?
Yeah, it's a
So it's a D12. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was a bonus or a different dice. Takes 6 necrotic damage.
Yeah, how you like it.
And then I'm going to Healing Word. I can heal him back up
you
into
can.
commission, right? Okay. I'm getting Healing Word, Malkreth, and I'm not rolling all those D4s. I'm pressing this button. I don't want to. For 16.
Hey.
Dang.
And suddenly I'm back.
That
at
is my
half health.
last spell slot.
Oh, okay.
Well, you are in luck because that Toll the Dead, it does what it takes. What does it look like?
Really?
You kill Cyril Allgrove.
Not kill.
Unfortunately,
Incapacitating? It is a spell attack.
yeah, no, he's dead.
Yeah, sorry, friends. I've got my pendant in hand and just hand outstretched, pure necrotic energy flowing from me to him.
And that's it. He crumples to
on
the ground, dead. And you have succeeded.
Yay.
I'll stagger back to my feet, ready to continue fighting, and look
I'm
out
very disappointed.
and like kick him a little bit. What happened?
Got him.
What do you mean you got him?
Well, okay. He looked healthier than he was took the brunt of a spell attack
I'm gonna drop my
can't
greatsword,
really pull that.
roll him over, check his vitals.
No, he's dead as a doornail.
Needed him alive.
What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna keep looking for the book.
All right,
I'm going to help Oz with the book.
investigate checks.
Now we get the nat 20.
Nice.
That's a 28.
It landed on your head.
I'll tell you.
24.
Yeah,
Dang,
so
we are
you're
like
both
on this.
both amazing investigations. You're pretty sure you figured out the machine now that you've had a chance to look at it without, people trying to murder you. So you have the reagents that you still don't know what those are because you failed that check. Magical reagents are in one thing. Then you have the main chamber, which is like the energy source chamber. So it's empty, but if you had a living thing to put in it, you could charge that. And then you would be transferring that spell, whatever it is, into the other empty chamber. You'll remember that the work desk is covered in
Wands.
and scrolls. So you could charge a scroll or a wand with the reagents from that, whatever that is.
Are there any wands and scrolls that are currently usable?
There are not.
Heck.
But
if you had managed to shove a living thing in there during the fight, you could have feasibly created a helpful device, but it turns out you didn't really need the help because, you went down pretty good. In your investigation, you guys flip through a bunch of these old books, and they are cool old books, but none of them are the book that you were looking for, which is...
A history of Fey folk.
and a Desert region.
That's right. Exactly right. So you
Parentheses, do not read.
parentheses, do not read. You do not find that book, but here's what you find. You find a secret switch behind that wardrobe that's at the back of the room. There was a wardrobe and a mirror.
Right.
There's a secret switch on that wall.
Ooh. I'm gonna check it for traps.
All right. Give me another investigate then.
Chip,
That's a 10.
come on.
Can I help him with this investigation?
Yeah, absolutely you
All
can.
right, I'm going to roll 2. It's not going to be much better, a 10.
So not much better. Not,
We're both like
not better
staring at this
at
thing.
all.
I think it's just a switch. It looks like it's just a switch, right? Somebody else come over here and look at this switch.
Okay, I'll come and look at the switch. I have a -1 for investigation. I got an 11 though.
Oh wait, no, it's a switch.
It's a switch button.
But look at the fine craftsman work.
Yeah, you don't know anything else about the switch either.
Cool.
To all three of you, it just looks like a normal switch.
Malkreth, you want to look at the switch?
Turn from Cyril's body and look at the three of them over there standing, staring at the switch. What are you doing?
Look at this.
It's a switch.
Right, look at it closer.
Right.
Get the craftsmanship.
Hang on. That's a 9. I was gonna like, yes, I'll pull it.
All right, so when you pull it,
No, we're dead.
it's not trapped. But that mirror that's beside it sort of shimmers and the image begins to ripple in an odd way and becomes what looks like some sort of portal.
Yeah. No DM ever describes a mirror in a room if it's not a portal.
Gotta be.
Just for that, my home game, I'm going to start throwing mirrors everywhere. They're totally mundane.
I mean, if the portal was in the wardrobe, then you have a whole Narnia thing.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to check in the room specifically? You've looked at books, you've looked at the work
Have we
table.
looted those corpses?
Nope.
I'm gonna do that.
I'm gonna turn off the portal for now.
Okay, you turn off the portal.
Because I can't handle any more action for the rest of today.
On Cyril Allgrove's body, he has his cool-looking staff.
Ooh, let me see that staff.
You see that staff.
That was in character. But that was us.
Man, this thing's actually kind of rad. But you don't know that yet. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said before, this staff looks like it's this twisted, solid piece of wood with plant buds growing off of it. It almost looks like it was a part of a tree or a root that's just been hacked off. But when you pick it up, you can tell it's a little bit special. but you don't know exactly what it is just yet.
If we're going to be like hanging out for a bit, I'm going to cast Identify on it as a ritual.
Okay.
That takes me 11 minutes. So,
okay. So we'll say while you're doing that, the others are still poking around a little bit. Forstone will also find a letter on Cyril's person. Those are the only 2 items that he has.
What's that letter say?
It says, "How goes your development of the School of Transference? I have received reports from the Desserin Valley that are of concern. If you need help, ask for it. Don't let your cloistered tendencies and your arrogance become a liability. Not even you are an island. And you know that SH and CG are available to help. Waterdeep is only a 3 days ride. Answer soon."
Anybody know an SH or a CG in Waterdeep?
I don't know anyone.
Never been out that way.
who was it? SH and what?
CG.
CG. I don't have anybody like that in my notes.
What's Claude's last name?
Claude's last name's Avantes.
It's Sherlock Holmes and Cecil Greyfeather.
That's a good name, actually.
Is it going to be like so twisted when you come across Cecil Greyfeather later?
You can't say anything in a game and have it not become canon.
Do you convey the contents
Yes,
of that letter? Okay.
Pass it around even.
All right, let's say maybe it hasn't been exactly 11 minutes, but you guys are poking around, you're looking, you're talking about this letter, and Oz does finish his Identify, and he learns that this is a Staff of the Woodlands. It's very cool. It has 6 charges. It is a magical staff and can be wielded as a magic quarterstaff that grants a +2 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls made with it. While holding it, you have a +2 bonus to spell attack rolls, and it can cast there's a catch. It can cast several different spells: Animal Friendship, Awaken, Barkskin, Locate Animals or Plants, Pass Without Trace, Speak with Animals, Speak with Plants, and Wall of Thorns. Kind of a grab bag, a Swiss Army knife of like low-level druid stuff, but it does require attunement by a druid.
What's that?
Dang.
It means Oz can't use it, but you can sell it or trade it for something equally cool, probably.
Or multi-class.
Or you can multi-class.
With my okay wisdom. Oh, well, that would be nice. I'll just hold on to it. I'm going to pocket it with the intention of taking it back to Candlekeep.
Lovely.
Okay, now that he's done doing that, I'm going to go over to Oz, towering over him. Look down. Like, I'll get uncomfortably close to you. Oz, now that Cyril is dead, I need you to be the vessel of his knowledge as much as you can. We should take as much time as you need for you to study this place. Find out what he was studying. Learn as much of his methods as you can.
You're giving me a gift, is what you're doing. This is not a task. This is a joy, and I would be more than happy to spend as much time as we can in here.
Fantastic. I'll clap my hands on your shoulders. I knew you were up for it.
Oh, my shoulders. Okay, I want to see if I figure out where that portal goes.
Roll me an Arcana.
Okay. That is a 18.
You can't tell where it goes to. It doesn't go to anywhere that you know, but you do think that you could stick your head through safely and look on what's on the other side of the portal.
Okay. All right, everyone. I'm going to need you to trust me for a moment. I'm going to do that.
And I'm going to tell you what you see. When you peer out of the other side of the portal, you are looking at a narrow entranceway with wooden walls and gleaming brass fixtures. The walls extend so high above you that they seem to disappear into darkness. You can't see a ceiling. And ahead of you stretches an endless expanse of row after row of library stacks. In fact, they extend so far away from you that they disappear on the horizon. And directly in front of you stands a simple yet elegant podium, and behind it stands a creature unlike anything you've ever seen before. It is a humanoid figure composed entirely of yellowed paper, bound together with leather straps that serve as joints. Its face is mostly hidden beneath the hood of a simple burgundy robe, though you might glimpse moving paper features underneath. Its hands are carefully constructed from folded parchment, and the fingers moving with surprising dexterity as it maintains a large leather-bound book open on the podium. A thick velvet red rope is suspended between two ornate brass stands blocking the entrance to that library. And it sees your head poking out, and its voice is surprisingly warm, but this carries an unusual quality as if multiple voices are speaking in perfect unison, overlaid on the sound of pages being turned in sequence. And it says, "Welcome to the Infinite Library." And it gives a slight bow.
I'm gonna have to drag your ass.
This is just a trick to show us a temptation for everyone.
Ooh,
probably.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, I've been thinking about where those other two hags are.
That's true also.
What do you guys want to do right now? I think your head is through the portal.
Yeah, I'm just like poking, I'm just looking through. So I'm gonna look around for a moment. I'm gonna pull my head back out of the portal, and I'm gonna stick it back in.
Okay.
Still the same.
Still the same. Nothing changes.
I want to. What kind of a check would it be? Would it be like an Arcana check? Like, have I stuck my head into another realm of the elemental plane of book?
So you're like licking your finger and testing the air. Is this prime material atmosphere?
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what I want to do.
I don't know if you would know that. Let's go ahead and roll and see what the roll's like, and
Okay.
we'll come up with something.
Do you want? What do you want? Arcana investigation?
Yeah, you said Arcana. So.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. That is a 22.
Gosh, okay. Well, 22 is pretty good. So I think we can say you don't know exactly what this is, but you have the innate sense that this is in betweeny kind of place. Mm-hmm. That this is not. You have not gone to just a library, that's 200 miles away, that is also on the same plane as you, and everything is the same, but you just haven't been there. Like, this is a magical place far away. And yeah, as you check it out more, you might be able to learn more.
Okay. I want to like kind of crane my neck around to see like what is my head sticking out of? Is it like another mirror?
Yeah, it's just another circular portal. It's the same exact shape as the mirror, but it is not a mirror, but it is just an oval shaped portal.
Okay. So I'll pull my head out of the mirror, back in the room where my friends are probably standing there staring at me. I'll say, I will be right back. And then I'll go fully through the...
Nope. I was ready to yank him back in. If he did this, I'm grabbing Oz by the collar.
Oz, are you going to submit to that, or are you going to try and wrestle out?
I think just for the lulls, I think I'm going to try to
Swarm out?
This is very funny.
That's going to be an opposed athletics check.
Okay.
This is after we took our long rest, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you going to burn stuff on this?
What sort of laugh is that, Jim?
So that's a 0.
Okay, I thought that was like laughing because you rolled astronomically high.
No, laughing because I rolled a nat 1 and I have a -1 to my athletics.
All right, well that's an 18. So I'm barely moving at all.
So yeah, he easily grabs you by the collar, pulls you back into the room.
No, you don't understand. There's a big library in there.
I know, I do understand a lot that there is a very big library in there, but we should be prepared before we go in.
No, you're right. You're right.
Just in case we cannot leave easily.
So Oz will like relax for a moment and then make another lunge at the mirror, but you've still got him by the collar. Just like, yeah.
Get it out of your system. Go ahead.
Very much like when a cartoon character has his hand on like a smaller cartoon character's
That's
forehead.
exactly what I'm imagining. He's like garroting himself a little bit with his collar. Okay, fine.
Can we see through the mirror?
No, you
Okay,
can't see
okay.
through it.
Okay.
It just looks like a mirror. And when you touch it, it has a shimmery kind of quality to it.
All right, so I'm gonna hold Oz to the side. I'm gonna ask for you to describe to me what you saw.
And a veritable ocean of knowledge stacked higher than the eye could see, book after book after book, and a kind of paper golem of some kind, a librarian, I assume.
All right. I'm going to stick my head through.
Okay. So when you stick your head through the portal, you are looking into a narrow entranceway with wooden walls and gleaming brass lanterns which emit a flickering amber glow. And the walls, as I mentioned before, extend so high above you that they seem to disappear into darkness. You can't see any sort of ceiling. And the defining feature of this landscape is an endless expanse of row after row of library books, just like Oz described. They extend so far away from you that they kind of disappear into the horizon and you can't see an end. The entrance to the stacks is blocked by a velvet rope, and beside that is a podium. Behind is the creature that he mentioned before, a humanoid figure composed entirely of yellowed paper. The joints are bound in straps of leather, and if you look closely, stitched together with thread and bound with glue in the same way that you would bind a book cover. And it wears a simple burgundy robe with a large hood that obscures its face.
Does this look like anything I would have ever seen or heard of on the astral plane?
No.
Okay. All right. I'll pull my head back out. Okay. There's a library.
Okay.
We can go in, but we should make certain that we are done searching this structure first, and we should probably go tell Claude that he can come in here where it'll be safer than out in the wilderness while we're in the infinite library.
Yes, I do think that making sure that we're able to fulfill our bargain with the hag is probably a good idea. Otherwise, Kahu's definitely going to kill me.
That's true.
Yes, I will.
Okay, so you do that. Let's say you go, flag down Claude, tell him the house is clear. He can come camp out in here for a minute. He is super into this because the kitchen downstairs is pretty well appointed, as we talked about. Yeah. They have, a full kitchen down there with every kind of pot and pan and implement you could want and a nice burning fire. It's the most comfort he's had in a minute, and he kind of sets up his shop down in that lodge area and is ready to cook.
I will give him the spices that I pilfered.
Yes, you pilfered a couple of items.
Yeah.
Actually, you pilfered spices, you pilfered ettercap eyeballs, dryad essence, and tree ant heartwood.
Oh, and you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be handing him these things and being like, oh, it's this and it's this, and then I'll stop for a moment. Wait right here. I'll run upstairs to the laboratory and I'll grab one of those reanimated fish out of the tank. Cool. I'll bring it downstairs. Claude, listen. This fish has been killed and brought back to life at least once.
That's amazing.
Will you cook it for me right now?
You're feeling adventurous. Yes, let's cook it. Do you want him to do just the fish, or do you want to add any of your other special ingredients in there?
I trust the chef, man. Whatever he wants to do.
Omakase,
whatever he wants to use out of what we have looted.
Okay, so then
He knows best.
all right, we're gonna roll a little cooking check for him. And you guys aren't allowed to see the result. Okay. So he looks, his face just lights up with this. He's very excited to take a stab at these ingredients, and he grabs the ettercap eyeballs. In addition to this fish, he slices the fish into thick chunks, and then with the eyeballs, he carefully punctures each eyeball and drains the vitreous humor into a reduction, then sears the remaining tissue before incorporating it into a hearty stew with the fish. This cooking process causes the eyes to release various compounds that thicken the broth naturally. Ooh. And he has a big old bowl. I guess all of you guys are still upstairs, but he's going to take this big bowl that everyone can eat from if they want to. He ladles out a portion for Malkreth, and he slides it across the little bar there.
I'm gonna fucking dig in.
All right, is everybody else staying upstairs, or are you gonna respond to the smell of cooking soup downstairs?
Yeah. I think we're probably really hungry at this point.
It sounds putrid, or it smells putrid to me, but I need to feed my dogs.
Well, and he can cook you something else too if you want. I want to make sure you understand that you never have to eat a weird thing that he cooks. He can always cook you something that's
Ominous, and it makes me want to eat it more.
Because if he's cooking something he's cooked a million times, it will be safe. If he's cooking something with weird ingredients with which he does not know what he is doing, he is going to make a roll. And if he fucks it up, there could be unintended consequences.
Could he just make me a fish fillet?
He can absolutely.
I don't want any spice on it, plain.
Okay, so he makes you a plain grilled fish fillet.
Fillet of reanimated fish.
Yeah, it's still reanimated.
I'm gonna give me some of this stew.
Stew?
Yeah, I trust Claude with my life and my colon.
Okay. So three of you take a sip of this stew, and it has a surprisingly delicate flavor, similar to a rich seafood bisque with earthy undertones and a distinctively peppery finish. The texture is silky and complex, with occasional gelatinous pieces that burst with flavor when bitten. I'm going to need each of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, even me? I didn't eat the stew.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, that's why I didn't eat the stew.
Awesome.
Claude rolled a 2 on that check.
I rolled a 9 on my con save, and I just realized I didn't do my portent rolls yet, so I'm just going to eat the 9. We'll see what happens.
I got a 20.
I get a 7.
I'm just, no matter how delicate of a flavor profile this is, Malkrath is just like not using a spoon, just drinking the soup.
So with a 20, though, you're fine. You don't suffer any of the gastrointestinal anomalies that may be coming. You do. It makes sense. You have an iron stomach by now, man. You smash this bowl, but you're fine. You love it. Let me see. For what were the other two again? It was a 7 and a 6 or 7 and 9?
9, yeah.
Okay, let me check the mishap table.
I'm just going to go ahead and do my portent rolls while you're doing that.
I had really high hopes when it tasted good.
My portent rolls again fail me.
Both a 7 and a 9, you guys experience what is in the table marked as what we call a moderate mishap. And so you are going to take on certain unsettling or unpleasing qualities reminiscent of Ettercaps. So,
Wait, I'm so sorry. Can you
explain what an Ettercap is?
Yeah. I'm so
on,
sorry. I know everyone knows what that is, but
Ettercaps are basically humanoid spiders that tend to feed and watch over spiders the way a shepherd oversees a flock of sheep, and they live in deep, remote forests and caves. They're kind of these bipedal, lumbering creatures with like big arms with claws that hang down to the ground and a bunch of big black eyeballs like spiders and creepy sort of mandibular appendages on the front of their mouth. They're extremely creepy, and they are, like I said, closely related to spiders.
It sounds delicious.
So the two of you guys are going to have disadvantage on charisma checks for the next day as your mannerisms become kind of quietly unsettling to others. You are also going to have a tendency to move to higher ground or stand in the corners of rooms.
is that because they're about to like crap their pants, or is it?
No, it's because they're becoming spidery.
Or spider instincts.
If you see sudden fast movement in your periphery, you will have a DC 13 wisdom save
What?
to keep from lunging towards it instinctively. And those things might not matter in the next 24 hours. We don't know, but that's what happens.
Sure, we may.
I think they are.
Yeah, we may not need to roll any charisma checks when interacting with new extraplanar creatures we're about to meet for the first
Well, I
time.
do want to be clear, though, because you guys have, the way this game is going right now, there are kind of like multiple random effect sort of things that you guys can have mechanically between what you might eat and also Oz's Seer's deck. And so I want you to understand, and I want anyone listening to understand, that just because an effect happens, it does not mean that the opportunity for that effect to play into the story is necessarily going to happen. I'm not going to ensure, if you roll to speak with dead, You did have a corpse. I didn't put a corpse there so that you would. It could have just been nothing. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If it comes up organically, cool. But sometimes you guys are going to have one of these things happen, and it's not really going to matter.
I am worried about that scary ass librarian because she seems like somebody who's going to be in the periphery.
Yeah.
Or they.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do now?
Look for the history of Fey folk in the Desert region in this room.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
That is my stuff. 22.
All right, you scour that room top to bottom, and you do not find that book.
Yeah, I thought didn't we already look for it?
Did we?
Maybe you have, but now you're double sure it's not in there. I do also want to remind you guys, it's not because it's important, but because it was passed over quickly, that you found a stone of sending in there too.
Yeah.
I want to make sure we all
I did forget that.
that Kahu just pocketed kind of a random stone of sending that you guys found.
Yeah. Well, now that our bellies are filled, shall we venture forth into the library?
I have an idea.
Okay.
So I have the sending stones. What if I stay outside the portal and one of you has the other?
Oh, I thought we only had one.
You only have one.
Oh, I do?
And you don't know who has the other. They can only talk to each other. So somebody is on the other end of that.
Say
and
something
you don't
in there.
know who.
Okay, well, then I'm going to immediately say something into the stone.
You're going to have to tell me what.
What's up?
That's what I'd like to know.
That's what I'd like to know.
And then maybe like centuries later, my greeting will become part of a pop culture moment.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Okay, so you ask what's up. You ask what is happening.
New stone. Who dis?
No, in all seriousness, I'm going to say, hello, is anyone there?
Okay, so to make sure that we understand how the sending stones work, you can speak, but you don't have to. You can kind of, it's really like a telepathic thing.
Okay.
So you can think it if you want, and then when there's a reply, you'll hear it in your head, but nobody else. My point is you will hear the response in your head, not in a voice, if that makes sense.
Perfect. I don't want to talk to any more people.
You don't recognize the person unless you already know who they are. So a voice does kind of sound in your head, and it just says, "Who is this?"
I'm a traveler.
A couple seconds later, somebody says back to you, "Where is the owner of this stone?"
I found the stone unattended,
Where?
so I don't know. In a field?
You're lying.
What? Why would I be lying? I just found it in the field.
Are you communicating with someone right now?
No.
So you're talking to yourself.
I suppose I am.
You,
It's
the most
gotten to this place.
level-headed one of us. You've started talking to yourself.
No, I'm talking through the sending stone. Malcolm.
Why?
Ooh, a sending stone.
Who's responding?
I have no idea. They want to know who I am and where I got this. I'm like obviously lying. I told them I found it in a field.
Do they seem mad?
Yes.
Ooh.
Well, we should probably make our exploration of this library quick. Because they're probably on their way here.
All right. I'm going to hang up. I'm going to turn my brain off to not hear any more messages.
I'm losing service. Reception is bad here.
Going through a mirror tunnel. Bye.
I'm really actually upset that there was only one. I thought I had two, and this was like
It was a really good
perfect
idea if we had to.
save.
I mean, they don't work across planar boundaries normally, do they? Like, you have to be on the same plane of existence?
You're correct.
I don't know dick about anything, as it turns out.
Yeah.
You hear one last transmission as you put this thing back into your pocket. It just says, "We will find you."
Oh crap. So update. I do think we're not alone. Somebody gave me the feeling that they might be on the lookout for us, maybe hunting us down. So let's look in this library and then be on our way. Just want to emphasize this is the first scrape I have caused in this journey. Okay? So
Noted. I'm writing it down right now. First scrape.
We all get one.
Yeah. Well, she gets one.
You've had several.
I'm going to get Claude and break the news to him that he's going to have to do some interplanar travel with us just to be on the safe side. We'll go downstairs.
He looks really, really annoyed. He does go along with you, but
Aw. He was
can
having
tell
fun in the kitchen.
yeah, you can tell that he feels like he set a boundary and you're kind of pushing it.
I'll be.
It's to keep him safe.
This is not what we wanted. This is for your safety, but also there could be some good recipe books in that library.
He does kind of perk up at that.
Exotic extraplanar recipes?
He looks interested in that.
This is the love story we never saw coming.
Claude, another guy that was not expected to be outside of the first episode. Okay, so he goes upstairs with you guys.
All right, let's go. I'll step through the mirror.
Okay, just pause. Are we all going to go through this mirror? Because if we're trapped in here forever.
I think that leaving anyone behind in the
Yeah, I know.
the main building would put them in danger if someone's on the way.
Agreed.
And who knows what
I summoned.
these books have in store.
Okay.
Okay, you all step through the portal. Claude is there as well. He stays by the portal. You step into that little entranceway. The librarian looks at each of you, and the paper face turns towards you with a soft rustling sound. As I mentioned before, its voice is surprisingly warm, and it carries this unusual quality, like multiple voices are speaking in unison, overlaid against pages being turned in sequence. And it says, "Welcome to the Infinite Library." It bows slightly. And then it says, "All visitors must register their presence before proceeding. Signing in also signifies you agree to follow the rules of the library." And then it gestures towards this heavy tome that's sitting on the podium. And there's a quill and an inkwell there, and the quill levitates up out of the inkwell, hovering over the logbook.
I will peruse the rules.
Okay, there's nothing in your vicinity. There's no rules posted.
Is there not like a sign?
Hey,
there's
buddy,
not a
what
sign.
are the rules?
It says, "No loud, disruptive noise is permitted. No outside food or drink may be consumed within the library. This is a research library, so books may not be taken off the premises. Do not write in or damage books."
Yeah. Okay. This is standard library stuff.
What happens
Can you repeat the first rule again? I got the food and drink. Just the first.
No loud, disruptive noise is permitted. I also want to mention that while Oz is kind of poking around, that when you walk close to any of those brass lanterns that have a flame in them, seems kind of random, but when you get close to them, specifically you, they go out.
Oh, weird.
And when you walk away, they flicker back up. You want to make an Arcana?
Yeah, I'd love to make an Arcana.
Oz, are you cursed?
I might be. That's a 14.
A 14, you suspect that this is a side effect of the Seer's card that you drew before. That flames are treating you differently.
And the card was because it was the Speak with Dead card, but what was the card itself?
Yeah.
It's like a graveyard or something, right?
Yeah. The card that you drew before was called, it was the Spirit's Suit, and the card was called the Phantom. You'll remember it was a minor card, and it offered you the ability to speak with dead once before the next dawn, but that they only speak in riddles. And a side effect that you've now learned is that candles flicker in your presence.
Okay. Phantom of Spirits. We've had a long rest since then, though, because I could draw another one.
I do want to retcon the rules of the Seer's deck a little bit to say that you can draw once per day, not once per long rest. But you did take a long rest overnight in Cyril's study, so it is morning now, and you can draw a new card if you'd like to.
Okay. I think I would like to draw a new card. Like I'm standing here in the library, like, well, you know what? Why don't we just do this while we're here?
Okay, just a moment. I am going to roll for you
Okay.
on this one so that I can roll a D32. Oh, wow.
Major Arcana?
Promising.
It is. All right, the card that you draw is, the suit is Storms, and the card is called the Squall.
Uh-oh.
That is
And so
ominous.
if you want to roll an Arcana, then you can learn its relative power and whether or not it's, a boon or a bane.
That is a 22.
A 22. So you think this is a really powerful card and that it is almost certainly totally positive. You lucked out on this draw.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm not going to use it, though, because I feel like being in the library, it might be kind of
Might
noisy.
damage some books.
Sure. Well, you have a day. You can
Okay.
activate its effect. You don't know, you're not going to get to know the specific effect, but you know that it is a powerful card that is at least mostly helpful to you.
Okay. But I'm not going to use it yet.
Yeah.
No.
Chekhov's squall.
Yeah, a squall in a library sounds potentially.
Yeah. Okay. So I will look to the librarian and say, what happens to us if we break any of these rules?
You will be removed from the library.
In what way?
You will be removed from the library.
Again, how do you define remove?
Your presence will no longer be required in the library.
They're going to kill us.
Probably.
Can I ask, are you able to answer questions about the nature of the library?
I am able to answer limited questions about the nature of the library.
Oh my gosh, are you chat?
What plane are we on?
You are in the infinite library.
So there is an elemental plane of book. Do you have a copy of the name of the book?
A
is
history of Fey folk in
The Greater Desserin
Greater
Valley
Desserin.
region. I'm not able to tell you what books are in the library, but you can peruse freely if you sign in and enter the library.
I'm gonna go sign in.
I don't think they have a library science degree. They can't help us use the Dewey Decimal System.
So, all right, when you go to look at the logbook, the sign-in book, it's huge. It's about a foot thick, and it's open to about 100 pages in. And on the page that you can see, what you're struck by is that nearly all of the rows are redacted. There's a line there for a name, and beside it is a date and time. And every line is redacted except for 2 visits in the last week from Cyril Allgrove.
And then there are redacted names after Cyril's.
No,
Okay.
but there are before on that page. You can flip back further if you want.
Hey, if someone
I will
is
absolutely flip back.
So when you flip back, you see hundreds of pages of sign-ins, right? Everything redacted except for when the row is Cyril signing in, and he signed in hundreds of times. And then about 50 pages back, you see something that you can't quite explain, which is your own names, the 4 of you,
What?
signing in at a date 10 years ago.
Huh.
Be looking over Oz's shoulder. This was the other thing I was concerned about, why I wanted Claude to come with us. Time flows differently on other planes.
So it does.
Can I ask the librarian a question?
Of course you can.
Have you seen our group before
I believe we've met before,
in this library?
standing right here.
Did we break any of the rules?
You did not break any of the rules.
if you do break the rules and are removed from the library, is your name redacted from the guest book?
It is not.
Okay. Thank you.
So is it like the kind of thing where like I can try to hold the page up to the light
what I
and
was
try to read through the redaction?
Could we do a pencil rubbing?
I mean, are you asking, do you want to try it?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Sure.
Yeah, so you hold the book up and try to look
Make a
through the
strength
light
check
to
for this
see.
giant book.
And you can't see, no. It looks like a perfect, perhaps magical redaction. And the librarian construct says, please put the book down.
I put the book down.
You put the book down.
I know better than to cross librarians.
Let's try a pencil rubbing.
I am going to sign in on the book.
You sign in. The second that you sign in, the construct waves its paper hand over the velvet rope, which kind of levitates to the side, unhooks itself, and opens up. And the construct ushers you inside with a gesture and says you are free to peruse the library.
I'm gonna peruse.
What's everybody else doing before we talk about his perusals?
So here's the issue. That book is certainly here somewhere, but per the rules, we can't take it out of here.
Do you think we could put a fake name in the guest book and somehow get around the rule?
No.
Just spitballing.
Librarian already said that they've seen us before.
That's true.
And we were apparently well behaved, which seems
Unlike
suspicious.
I'm nervous that by like signing our name, we're signing something else.
I'm not too concerned about that. I'm more concerned about how we're going to get this book.
Well, I'm really good at thievery.
Before we go in and before I sign the guest book, can I cast locate object for the book just to make sure it's here
Let's go.
Yeah.
and see where it is?
I think that's a great idea.
Yay.
Yay. I don't know how to do that. Give me 2
Relevant use of a niche
seconds.
spell.
Yeah. I hope. Will you read the spell description too for people at home?
Yeah. Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. I'm hoping that familiar to me is okay if I
If you know the
about it.
title, I think
Okay.
that's fair.
Yeah. You sense the direction to the object's location if that object is within 1,000 feet of you. I assume if it's not on this plane that it won't work. If the object is in motion, then you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate a specific object known to you if you have
If you have seen it.
if you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon.
Oh.
Well, is a specific kind of book?
Yeah.
I think, okay, right. So let's follow the letter of the law. You haven't seen the book in person, so you can't locate the specific book, but there can't be that many books about the Desserin. We know that this is like a local history of small towns in this area, right? This is a pretty niche book. So is there any kind of role associated with this?
It says one action concentration components.
There's only one book that matches this criteria, and that it is within 1,000 feet of you.
Oh. Snap.
Okay,
I have that spell. I just forgot. I did not prepare it. So glad you did.
I did prepare it.
Since Oz has already signed in, we know the book is within 1,000 feet. Why don't you locate it before the rest of us sign?
I would be happy to.
Yeah, he might never come back.
I'm gonna go get it.
Okay, so this is strange though. As you walk down the rows, you never seem to get further away from the entrance. The geometry of this place seems to work differently. So as you walk, you are moving down the rows of books, but it's almost like the rows are moving past you, not that you're moving down. You every time you look back, you're still 30 feet from the entrance, and there's still a infinity miles to go. You could walk down this forever.
Oz is like salivating.
The books don't seem to be in any order that makes sense to you, and there are an infinite amount of them. Some of them look new and fancy and professionally bound. Some of them almost just look like people's personal notebooks. It's like any book that's ever existed could be found here.
I'm going to try to will this particular book to be next to me.
Okay, roll an Arcana.
18.
An 18. So you focus on the title that you're looking for, and you open your eyes, and it's there. It's on the shelf right in front of you.
Ooh.
The book that you're looking for. A Brief History of Feyfolk in the Desserin Valley region.
I'm going to grab it and just hold it up for my friends to see.
How far away is he?
30 feet.
Thumbs up.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand. I haven't signed the book. I am not subject to the rules of the library. And I'm going to pluck the book out of his hand and float it over to me.
Okay.
We love a loophole.
Let me think.
Weren't expecting that.
No, and you don't punish a loophole, but also like, surely this librarian is not going to go like, damn it. Right? Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? There's like, you have to decide the middle ground. Like, you don't punish somebody for doing something clever.
I haven't met a lot of like proactive librarians, like that are like down to fight or stop somebody.
How many librarians have you made out of paper?
None. I am very familiar with librarians.
Librarians, I find librarians to be kind of like awesomely vicious a lot of times. Like they're some of the like greatest defenders of democracy in our country. Right?
Oh, for sure.
They are subversive.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, is this librarian gonna like physically throw down?
Just
They're
because,
made of paper.
Roll the Bones is pro libraries.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I'm very pro libraries. My father brought libraries to my county.
That's
He's
true.
The king of libraries.
In Brown County, Ohio.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for shout out, Brown County.
All right, look. The book gets plucked out of Oz's hand. It floats 30 feet over the velvet rope, and the construct looks your way, and it does not say a word. It seems to almost sort of bristle in a way that would approximate anger. As if, you know how when a dog starts to get upset, the hair on the back of its neck stands up? Mm-hmm. A similar thing happens with the paper folds of this construct, where it kind of like seems to stiffen and puff out a little bit, but it doesn't say anything, and it doesn't do anything else.
As expected.
It knows not to fuck around and find out.
Yeah. I'll put the book in my backpack.
You put the book in the backpack.
All right, let's go.
Can we just...
No.
Come on.
I just need to do one thing.
No.
Kahu, let him just for a little bit.
I am envisioning this invention. It might take off in the future. Some type of rope that we can attach to Oz and have him tethered to one of us at all times to make sure he doesn't find himself in a predicament. We'll call it the child leash.
I'm going to try to focus as quickly as I can on the first book of apocalyptic prophecy that I can think of that I have not come across yet. Probably like an obscure race or faith or something. So let's say a book of goblin prophecy.
50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Goblin prophecy.
You need to roll an Arcana check.
Okay. That is 16.
16. Book materializes in front of you again, and it's called Misheard Warnings, a Scribe's Collection of Tavern Tales by Humboldt Quillweaver. You take a quick peruse of this book, and this peculiar anthology compiles secondhand accounts of supposed prophetic utterances from various species as overheard in alehouses and taverns throughout the realms. The chapter on goblinoid cultures includes several garbled translations of what might be apocalyptic warnings, though the author admits most were transcribed while both speaker and listener were thoroughly intoxicated, and at least one appears to actually be a recipe for mushroom stew.
I'm going to carefully copy the recipe for mushroom stew into my journal as accurately as possible.
Okay, you do so.
Because you never know. Right?
You never know.
Claude would love that also.
Yeah. And it could actually be an encoded prophecy about the end of the world. So
or eating the mushroom stew could get you there. You know what I mean? Depending on the mushroom.
Exactly.
You've already eaten one very dangerous stew for today.
Okay, so I'll close the book and then I'll submit to my companions and agree to leave the library.
Okay.
I'll turn to Claude and say, did you want to try and find some recipes while we're here?
Claude sort of shrugs and then walks up and signs his name into the book. He goes in and he catches Oz on the way in and he says, "How does this work?"
Imagine in your mind the book that you wish to see and focus and close your eyes. And when you open it, it appears.
He looks dubious about that. And
also, look at this mushroom recipe I found.
He seems to think that that's cool. But he also doesn't have any Arcana training or anything like that. This seems all kind of weird to him. But he does focus, and then he reaches out and he pulls a book off the shelf, and it is called Delicacies Most Questionable, a Culinary Grimoire. It's by Madame Griselda Rotgut.
You still got that mage hand?
That's right. This unsettling cookbook presents recipes gathered from the darkest corners of the universe, featuring ingredients that most civilized beings would consider inedible at best and horrifying at worst. The author's enthusiastic descriptions of textures ranging from delightfully slimy to pleasantly crunchy when the legs stop twitching are matched only by her complete disregard for conventional notions of flavor harmony, resulting in combinations like fermented troll bile soup with candied eyeball garnish and aged carrion surprise. He looks deeply disappointed by when he shakes his head at you like this was not what he was searching for at all. In disgust, he kind of shoves it back into the stack and walks back out to the portal.
Well, we got the one. We get the one soup recipe. We can try that.
Anyone else?
No, let's go.
All right.
Okay.
We'll leave.
Turn and leave.
You step up out of the portal and you have successfully swiped the book.
Wait, we just walked out of the portal.
You walked right out, man.
Wow.
Yes. This is making me sick to my stomach.
That it worked?
Yeah, because I just feel like Bad News Bears is on the way.
Well, technically you didn't break any rules, is the thing. And the construct has a very specific set of parameters under which to act.
Okay.
And you lucked out because it could have gotten a little bit messy because you agreed to various rules that have potentially complicating results, right? Like you're not supposed to have food and drink if you had tried to drink potions, for example. That could have gotten messy. You're not really supposed to talk loudly, which can make spells difficult to cast. But you were sneaky.
Played it well.
You did. I would say you played it very well.
All right.
I'm going to yell goodbye as loud as I can. The portal. I didn't sign that book either.
Are you for real though? You're going to?
I didn't
You
sign
should
the
mark
book.
the
No.
wall as a cat. Spray it.
Because something will happen if you do yell. Okay.
You'll get shushed.
Yeah, but what does a shush mean?
You don't want this kind of shush. All right. When we get back on the other side, I will open my backpack just to double check and make sure the book is there.
The book's still there.
Great.
You got away with it, at least for now.
Yeah.
If you ever come back to the library, who can say?
Yeah.
Okay, we need to get back to Morwenna's.
Yes.
Can I search my memory to try to figure out what I was doing 10 years ago on the date that was in the book?
Sure. How do you want to do this?
I keep extensive journals.
That's fair. Do you keep them going back 10 years on your person?
Probably not on my person. That's probably back at Candle.
And I don't think there's any roll to remember things, right? Why don't you just roll a intelligence?
Okay. So 10 years ago, I would have been, 15, I think? Yeah.
Aren't you an elf?
Yes. They mature at the same rate as other races.
Oh, okay.
He lives long.
Fully a baby.
Extremely young elf. Yeah. That is a 14 intelligence check.
14, you don't remember what you were doing exactly 10 years ago, but you remember that you were a teenager and you don't remember going to a magical extraplanar library, and you think you probably would remember that.
Yeah. I would have already been at Candlekeep at that point.
Seems like the sort of thing that you would have remembered.
Yeah. Okay, let's go give this book to this hag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all, no fishing.
That's reasonable. Yeah.
Thank you, as always, for choosing to spend some of your valuable time with our humble crew. Thanks for sharing the show, leaving comments, and rating it, and all of that. As always, it really makes our day, and it helps more people find the show. We'll talk about this more at the beginning of the next episode, I think, but we're putting together some things from requests we've gotten from listeners. So we'll be putting up a Patreon with a bunch of bonus episodes and some other games and things like that. We are going to do a Q&A bonus episode soon. We've got some merch up at rollthebonespodcast.com. So please be on the lookout. And thanks for being with us from the early days. We'll be back in your podcast feed in about a week.